the teachers, the students, and the parents. And there were findings on questions that were asked.
The country director, Nova Scotia Gambia Association, Ngakasi Jaju, explained the rights they are trying to promote in schools.
Well, when I talk of rights, it means the child in the school, obligation to go to school and learn. And he or she should learn something that should be beneficial to him or her, and so learn in an environment which you know is not fearing, it's not at all terrorizing him. You see, he should enjoy going to school and he should enjoy learning. But as you know, a school is a place where we normally gather so many different people. So when the child gets to school, there are certain things that he or she is exposed to. Some of them are not at all friendly. And these are some of the things that we are trying to promote and trying to let the people know about and how to go about them.
According to Mr. Jaju, the initiative will go a longer way in improving the quality of education in schools. The Education Advocacy Advisor, Action Aid International de Gambia, Khadijatu Jallow, gave an overview of the Promoting Rights in Schools project. Mama J, Grts.
Apologize for the wrong report that was by Mama J, and it was a day's dissemination forum on the findings of a research conducted in selected schools on the promotion of rights in educational institutions, and it was organized by the Nova Scotia Gambia Association in partnership with stakeholders in the education sector. We go back to Aji Ami's story, where the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, Honorable Abdul Koli, Thursday presided over the inauguration of the National Statistics Council and that of the Gambia Revenue Authority's new board of directors. Aji Ami reports the new development forms part of government's ongoing PACs.
Official statistics are known to present data about economic, social, and environmental outlooks in order to assist in the assessment of policies. As the 2013 Census and Demographic Health Survey draws nearer, the use of timely statistical information cannot be more pressing for the success of both processes. The National Statistics Council was instated a step towards a more robust national statistical system.
The National Statistics Council, established under Section 5 of the Act, being the oversight body over the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, is responsible for carrying out the functions and managing the affairs of the Bureau. The Council is responsible for formulating the National Statistical Strategy and reform plans and for coordinating their implementation among the main statistical agencies. The diverse nature of the composition of the Council from key national stakeholders in the national statistical system is meant to give the Bureau the necessary guidance and impetus in the production and dissemination of key national statistics and the delivery on the mandate of the Bureau in general.
I know some of almost all hands in the statistics department, they are very proven to be efficient, reliable, and hardworking. Like our secretary here, has been working with me also for some time now. One element of the statistics is to generate reliable and important, reliable data, timely data for the country. And we feel that we, the members of the council, will continue to work hard and to impress on the ministry as well as the government.
The Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs also presided over the inauguration of a new board of directors for the Gambia Revenue Authority, as the introduction of the value-added tax is planned to replace the existing sales tax system by January 2013. The success of that in part weighs on the ability of the new board in monitoring and enforcing effective implementations of the adopted reform.
We at the Ministry are greatly appreciative of your willingness to offer your services to the nation, and we have no doubt that your wealth of experience will positively impact on the performance of the authority. The Gambia Revenue Authority, as we all know, plays an important role in the national economy, being the principal revenue collection agent of the government. As the governing body of the authority, the board is responsible for monitoring its performance and determining policies relating to staffing and procurement.
I am talking on behalf of my colleagues. We realize that this is a very big responsibility. We know how important the Gambia Revenue Authority is on the activities of the economy of the country, and we promise that we shall act professionally so that our decisions will stand the test of time.
Well, as the economy of the Gambia is basically tax-based, the government plans to undertake a comprehensive tax reform exercise against the backdrop of rationalizing the tax regime and bringing down tax rates. In this, a tax tribunal was also launched, giving taxpayers their rights to appeal the decision of tax authorities.
Indeed, the government recognizes the fundamental need to protect the taxpayers, and in that regard saw the need to create avenues for those that may be aggrieved by the decisions and actions of tax authorities to seek redress. This is precisely the reason for establishing the Tax and Customs Tribunal, which is being inaugurated today.
The need for taxpayers to familiarize themselves with the provisions of tax laws and customs was also stressed to relate their rights to appeal when the need arises to the tax tribunal.
What is an objection decision? An objection decision is when the Commissioner General and his staff have made an assessment of a taxpayer and the taxpayer is not satisfied. His first avenue is to object in a particular way as provided in the Act to the Commissioner General within 30 days. The Commissioner General will then make a decision on that initial objection. It is that decision of the Commissioner General that you can now appeal to the tax tribunal. And again, there are limited times and there are set procedures. So as the Honorable Minister has said, I would urge people to familiarize themselves with the procedures and the time limits so that they don't get caught out.
The inauguration of the Tax Tribunal, a new board of directors for the GRA, and the National Statistics Council is anticipated to inject the vigor needed in those facets of the Gambia's development profile. For GRTS News, I am Ajami Sise.
Well, that report by Ajami Sise takes us to our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at more news. Stay tuned in. Welcome back to the news and a talk on a university campus in Nubi, a town in the northeast of Nigeria. Last Tuesday has left several students dead. The massacre, which is still unexplained, has left residents of the area and students at the university worried. As we hear in this report, police say the killings might have been as a result of rivalry among students, but university officials are not buying that.
Past Tuesday, the attackers showed no mercy, raiding the university campus at Mubi in the northeast of Nigeria. They hit the campus at night when residents were sleeping, hacking students to death by machete or shooting them down in their homes.
So when I came out in the morning, I saw the cars and I entered the other house of my neighbors. So they entered the house again, they put fire on one block. We went to around our neighbors, we meet about 26 cops, which they shot them down.
3 days after the massacre, many details are still unclear, right down to the number of dead. The police say 25 people were killed. Local residents say 40. The police say that the killers knew their victims as they called them out by name before killing them. Police officials are continuing to arrest people without giving any details. The police said the killings might be linked to rivalries among student groups, but university officials denied it. The radical Islamic group Boko Haram may have been involved. Many students have left the campus without waiting for the results of the investigation.
Residents in Mali are urging government officials to open a dialogue with radical Islamist insurgents holding sway in the north of the country. The plea came after representatives of communities and government officials